Last time, we learned about the Portuguese settlement of Brazil and how it became the home of the majority of enslaved West Africans, which may have given rise to Brazilians' national dish. Now, we head over to the land of kings to learn about the story of a very important vegetable. At the time of ancient Egypt and Nubia, a plant was growing wild in the upper watershed of the Nile River next to the papyrus. It had large butter-yellow flowers with a wine-colored throat, but when the flowers dropped off of the plant, a green pod full of seeds would form. One of the earliest accounts of okra is from a Spanish Moor who visited Egypt in 1216, and he wrote that the pods were eaten when they were young, but okra was not solely the food of Egyptian kings and Muslim Moors. Okra is said to have originated in Ethiopia, but it soon had spread throughout North Africa and the Middle East. It traveled in the bags of merchants and farmers to the Mediterranean, Arabia, and India. In the Mediterranean countries and East Africa, it was being pressed and used as a cooking oil, and the seeds were roasted and ground to be consumed in a similar way that we drink coffee today. For hundreds of years, it sustained the peoples of Africa. Then, at the dawn of the 1700s, new palates would be exposed to its delicacy. It was the time of the transatlantic slave trade, and enslaved Africans from West Africa were braiding rice and okra seeds in their hair before being captured for the Middle Passage to the New World. Now, Western Europe and the Americas would have a taste, and by the 16th and 19th centuries, okra had arrived to the United States, with Thomas Jefferson saying he saw it growing in the gardens of Virginia before the year 1781. Whether fried, stewed, boiled, or avoided because of its slimy texture, there perhaps is no vegetable more ingrained in the story of Africa and Africa's dinner plates than okra.
Welcome back to Gifts from the Ancestors.
Welcome. And we're getting ready to make one of my favorite vegetables.
Mine too.
Yours too. Girl, because this is something that we all grew up with. It's okra. And my grandmother made some of the best okra and tomatoes. I remember on Saturdays, she would get together and she'd start cooking our Sunday dinner on Saturday nights. And this was pretty much a staple.
And I remember cutting bushels of okra with my mom. She would buy a bushel of okra in September, and we would cut it, dry it out in the oven, and then bag it up, and we'd have okra all winter.
Well, I'm gonna go ahead and get started here, and we're gonna start with a little bit of olive oil, and we're gonna make the okra and tomatoes. So I'm gonna go ahead and make this now.
Okay.
So this is just regular olive oil, no particular brand. And then what I like to do, because I have to have a little more fat in it, so this is what my Nana used to do. And we would just add just a little bit of bacon to go off, and I've just taken one strip of bacon.
Okay.
We'll put that bacon in there like so. And things just go better to me with bacon. But if you don't like bacon, you can certainly omit it. And you can use some of your smoked paprika. And that also gives it the seasoning for if you wanted something kind of smoky to go with
that smoky flavor.
And we're going to start with a little bit of onion. Maybe a whole lot, because I like onion.
And that's about a half a cup.
About a half a cup, yes. Like onions, a little bit of green scallion onions here. Let's put the whole thing in there, because that's what I like.
Oh.
Start on that there. I'll let that sizzle. Can y'all hear that sizzle?
It's sizzling.
It's sizzling. That means it's getting ready.
To use the fresh okra, it's you know, becoming, I wouldn't say a fad, but if people are adding it into their recipes, like doing grilled okra and adding it to rices and other dishes.
I've also seen it fried whole. I've gone to a steakhouse here that we have, and they actually fry the okra whole.
Oh, okay.
And it's really good. A little bit of red pepper, because I believe that a lot of times when we see stuff, we eat with our eyes, and I like color. I also like a little heat, and these are just a little bit of jalapeno pepper, and I'm gonna put just a little bit in here. And if you want it really hot, leave the seeds
Leave the
in.
seeds in, right.
And we took the seeds out. So I'm going to put just about a little bit of that in there. Stir this around a little bit.
It looks beautiful.
Boy, if we had smell-o-vision, this would be it. This would definitely be it. Let's get that in there. So we have a little bit of, take a little bit of the onion powder here. We're going to use a little bit more later. A little bit of the garlic. And then you can never have too much garlic, so we have a garlic blend here as well. And we're going to let those sit for a little bit.
It's already smelling good.
Let the steak and brown up just a little bit more. It's a little opaque now in color. Oh, but it looks so pretty.
Yes. And using your fresh vegetables gets more of your nutrients into your dish as well.
Yes. And okra is full of nutrients and all type of things. Another thing too, it's a good anti-inflammatory, anti-fatigue. It protects your liver. It's a great source of fiber as well. And it promotes healthy pregnancy also. So for you expecting mommies, this is a good thing. So we're going to probably add a little bit something. What we got over there we're going to add in here?
Well, we have our pureed tomatoes.
Okay.
You ready for that?
Yes. Put that in. And then we want a little blend on here.
Okay. And then this is petite diced tomatoes with garlic and olive oil.
That's one of my favorites. You can be surprised at stuff that you can invent and create with this here. Everything is already chopped up for you because I'm all about time. Because right now, we're busy moms, we're busy wives, and there's a lot of things we want to do with time. And that's a good thing to add. So what should we add next? And what kind of okra did we use here?
This is the emerald green okra.
Boy, this just reminds me of my Nana. On Saturday evenings, before we got ready to go to church for Sunday, you'd smell all that. It would smell so good because she would just cook this real low, and when I say low and slow, we on the same page on that one there. Right. We have a little bit of chicken broth here.
Oh, vegetable broth.
Vegetable broth, I'm sorry.
But you can use chicken broth if you like.
Okay, we got vegetable broth there.
And you have your bay leaves.
Yes. And I love bay leaves because I love what it changes the dish and it brings out all kind of fragrances and stuff. So we're going to put those in there. Just kind of put them on top here. All right.
Okay. Ooh. I'm telling y'all need smell-o-vision because this is so good.
Boy, I tell you, this brings back memories. I smell my Nana in here. Oh, it smells so good. And look at here, we have all of this goodness.
And one thing, Chef, we didn't pre-cook our okra.
And there's no slime.
Tell them why.
There is no slime because of the acid from the tomatoes. So if you have that, you don't have to bake it or anything because look at there. And that's just straight juice.
Yes.
No slime. I just want y'all to see.
As they say, good pot liquor.
Good pot liquor. All we need is some cornbread. We should have made some cornbread.
Should have made it.
But we have enough storage because we have our beautiful long jasmine rice here. All right, let me get you first here. Make sure you get some of that goodness, girl. Get some of this.
And once you finish your recipe, you can remove those bay leaves because they will make it turn a little bitter. So you don't want that flavor.
Look at that goodness. And like I say, it's once again, it's not slimy.
Absolutely.
That is just straight. Okay. Here we go. Look like I'm all thumbs today. Get a little bit of that pot liquor.
That's beautiful.
Ooh. No slime. No slime. No slime. Just a little bit more. Look at that. Perfect. I'm so excited.
Perfect.
All right, I'm gonna put this a little bit on mine.
And this keeps us from over salting our food because our blended seasonings often have salt also. And then when we add additional salt, it's too much.
Right.
And we do want to eat a little healthier.
Yes, we do, especially this year. All right.
Bon appetit.
Bon appetit. My Nana showed up today for this one.
Well, we hope you enjoyed the final segment of Gifts from the Ancestors, our 5-part series of West African influences on Louisiana Creole and Haitian Creole cuisine. We ask that you would subscribe at the bottom and give us some likes on Instagram.
Lots of likes.
And you can also go to our website, giftsfromtheancestors.com, and there will be a link to our YouTube channel. Give us a thumbs up.